My name is Jordan Reyes, and let me tell you how I turned the tables on the most infuriating HOA tyrant our quiet suburb had ever seen. It all started when I moved into Willow Creek Estates 2 years ago, drawn by the promise of manicured lawns and peaceful evenings. Little did I know, the real estate agent had glossed over the dragon guarding the gates. Margaret Voss, the HOA president who ruled with an iron fist wrapped in pastel cardigans. Margaret was the epitome of a neighborhood nightmare, always peering over fences, slapping fines on anyone who dared plant a flower out of code, or, heaven forbid, park a car with a ding bumper. She lived for control, and her son, Kyle, was her golden boy, a slick real estate flipper who'd inherited her scheming ways, but none of her subtlety. The lot next to my house had been vacant for years, overgrown with weeds and forgotten by most. What Margaret didn't know, what nobody did, was that I quietly purchased it from the original developer 6 months after settling in. It was my ace in the hole, a buffer zone I planned to turn into a private garden someday. But to the HOA, it looked like abandoned community land, and Margaret had her eyes on it. One crisp autumn morning, I overheard her bragging at the monthly meeting. That eyesore lot? I'm selling it to Kyle for $1. Family discount, you know? He'll flip it into something profitable, and we'll all benefit from the dues. My blood boiled. She had no right. She wasn't the owner. But instead of storming in, I smiled politely and bided my time. Revenge, after all, is a dish best served with paperwork. I dug into the records that night, poring over deeds and surveys in my dimly lit study. Sure enough, the lot was mine, deeded under my name with crystal-clear boundaries. Margaret must have assumed it was HOA property because of some outdated map she'd waved around years ago. Kyle, eager for a steal, had already filed a transfer, thinking he'd scored a prime spot for pennies. I could have sued outright, but where's the fun in that? I wanted her to feel the sting, to watch her empire crumble. The next week, I accidentally leaked an anonymous tip to the county assessor about irregularities in HOA land dealings. Whispers spread like wildfire. Neighbors who'd been fined into submission started questioning Margaret's authority. Meanwhile, I hired a surveyor to stake out the lot publicly, bright orange flags fluttering in the wind like warning signals. Kyle showed up with contractors, ready to bulldoze, only to find my name on the official plat. His face turned ashen when I strolled over, coffee in hand. Morning, neighbor. Looking for something. Margaret exploded at the emergency HOA meeting she called, her voice shrill as she accused me of sabotage. This is fraud. That lot belongs to the community. But I calmly presented the deeds, the purchase history, even emails from the developer confirming the sale. The room erupted. Years of her bullying came pouring out. Mrs. Patel from down the street revealed hidden fees. Old Mr. Gonzalez shared stories of coerced votes. By the end, the board voted her out 12-1. Kyle's deal evaporated in a puff of legal smoke. He had to eat the filing costs and slink away empty-handed. Margaret? She faced audits, fines for misrepresentation, and the ultimate humiliation, her pristine reputation shattered. Last I heard, she was selling her house to escape the glares. Now that lot, it's my thriving vegetable garden, a green oasis mocking her failed scheme. Every time I harvest tomatoes, I think of Margaret and smile. Revenge isn't just sweet, it's downright delicious.